Okay, this is take two. Apparently, I needed to get to the point, get to the bottom line up front. How is everybody doing? I notice a lot of time when I make these videos, I don't do much of a greeting, and that's because I be wanting to jump straight into it and give you guys the information. I know that this age that we are living in right now, a lot of our attention spans may have grown shorter because of the vastness of information that is out there. Um, I hope nobody takes offense to that. I appreciate each and every one of you, okay? I hope that you really know that that's the reason why I even get up here and even share anything, is because I do appreciate and desire to be of value, to be of assistance, to be of aid to humanity in my own unique way, okay? The topic of today's video is going to be Nine of Wands energy. This is the card that we're going to discuss. This is the card that I personally pulled. I did a Samhain read. Um, that's Halloween for those who don't practice the craft. This is the witch's new year. You know, I am a wise one. Um, I pulled a card at that time for each of the major holidays, observances, sabbats of the year, for the wise ones. And this card was my winter solstice card right here, or Yule. This is my Yule time card right here. Um, and we're now 2 weeks past Imbolc, and I'm here to come full circle and to close this card out, to close this energy out, because I believe I'm now ready to move forward past this Nine of Wands energy. So just a quick overview of some of the common connotations and keywords that's associated with this card. We have the Lord and Lady of Strength. We have willpower. We have the ability to set boundaries. We have perseverance, determination, strength, stamina, um, willpower, inner reserves. I'm looking down at some of the notes that I have wrote about this card in particular. And what I'm getting ready to say is going to go a little bit off the script. However, I feel as though it needs to be said, which is why I'm here to make this video, to document this, to document my Yule time experience. And honestly, like for real, this really was a Yule time experience. I'm still, I told you we're now 2 weeks past Imbolc, right? I'm still in the midst of an experience that took place literally shortly before Yule. I'm standing my ground, of course, to all of the entities outside of me that may be, because I know that I'm a goddess of war. I know I incarnated with powerful Martian energy. I know that I shall be victorious. However, the question came to me, is it even worth it? Are the spoils of war even worth it? Is what I'm going to gain by winning this battle even in alignment with the person that I am evolving into? I think sometimes, that's my son down there playing Meta Quest or Meta whatever, the virtual reality game. If you hear some screaming, everything is well here. He's just he's deep into the virtual reality here. It's just a whole nother video I may have to do. Anyway, is it even worth it? You can stand your ground, yes. You may win, yes. But do you even want what it was you were fighting for in the first place? And I asked this question because, spoiler alert, the Nine of Wands is victorious. If you go to the Ten of Wands, we have evidence that this entity, this character, this energy is successful. in winning their battle, because they're still there, alive and well. And now instead of having 9 wands, they now have 10. However, when you look at the imagery that's displayed on the Ten of Wands card, it doesn't look, overly happy and cheerful. It looks like it's kind of like the weight is bearing down on our warrior over here. And I was thinking to myself, we may have entered into the battle hot and fierce off of, the moment, the intensity of the moment. And it may still, even to this day, it may still be a worthy cause, possibly, but is your heart really still in it? Do you really want what it is you're fighting for anymore? Like, I've come to the determination that what I'm asking for, like, I sold myself short. Like, I'm worth more than that. And I'm not here to try to brag or to boast. I mean, I really took an honest assessment of myself, of my education, of my experience, of my natural talents, my natural gifts, my natural resourcefulness. And I realized that, I was actually selling myself short. What I'm fighting for isn't even a fair compensation of what I'm really worth. And I wonder if there's anybody else who's ever fought for something that you may have outgrown, that you may have undervalued. I'm into accounting. That's my major, right? So some of these terms I'm saying is kind of like related to accounting terms, like the bottom line, right? Like, what the bottom line of it is, it may not even add up. It may not even make sense to continue on the path. When I look at the Ten of Wands, right, because I jumped ahead, I'm like, well, what goes on in the Ten of Wands? And I'm looking and I'm like, wait a minute now. You mean to tell me we went through all of this to set up these boundaries and stood our ground to get one more wand that appears to be less than what we really desired? So now I'm going to stop rambling and I'm going to get to the point of this video. The point of this video is to ask a question. Is what you're fighting for, what you're standing your ground for, what you're persevering towards, have you taken another look at it to ensure that that's really what you still want? Have you thought of the possibilities that you can redirect that energy, that experience, that wisdom, those reserves towards something that will be more fruitful and more productive for you? Is it even worth continuing down the path that you're currently on? Because this card right here, it tells me that you're likely going to win, because this is the card of great strength, right? Inner and outer strength, right? Perseverance. If you persevere down the path that you're on, you're likely to come out victorious. It's very likely that you're going to come out victorious. Yes, that's true. However, when you obtain that victory, is it really going to be all that you desired? And I know sometimes we might get in the midst of wanting to prove a point, especially us in the older generation, right? It's not necessarily what happened. It's the principle of it. It's the principle. Like, don't you ever, you know what I mean? We get into that energy. Like, don't you ever try me like that again. As long as you shall live, right? I get it. I am that. You know what I mean? I was that. I lived that. That's what this card had me asking to myself. You see, this particular Nine of Wands looks a little bit different. And I think this might be why I'm on this train of thought. Because this particular Nine of Wands, you see, she got the scythe here. And she's over here chopping down. You see, she's cutting things off. And that's the message that really came. And that's why I like to use different decks that may kind of waver a little bit from the Rider Waite, imagery, because it gives you another perspective on the matter. It gives you another perspective on the energy. And based off of what I was picking up off of this card is that sometimes being victorious is knowing how to choose your battles. Sometimes some battles aren't even worth fighting anymore. And I mean, this is coming from someone who literally is an embodiment of the goddess of war. This is someone who's literally has the ability to channel Martian energy, because that's the energy that I incarnated with. And I'm telling you, despite what some of these astrologers may try to tell you about the red planet, despite, some of these common misconceptions and myths about the red planet, we're actually quite wise and tactical and strategic about how we go about conducting ourselves. That's why we are the gods and goddesses of war, because we have lived through war and through battle, and we survived, and we are still here to tell the story, okay? And I'm letting you know that sometimes winning is knowing how to cut your losses. That's a win. Sometimes winning is learning how to conserve your energy and create another path. Sometimes winning is learning how to project yourself forward in the future and see, like, okay, I can win, yes, but what will I really be winning? Like, what really is the end result? And is it even really what I still want or desire? And then just being honest enough to say, you know what? I'm better than that. I can do better than that. I'm going to go get better than that. I'm going to take my energy, my experience, and my intelligence, and my wherewithal, and my reserves, and my strength, and I'm going to go create a better path, because I done jumped ahead, and the Ten of Wands ain't looking like that's what I really want. Y'all can have it. Fuck them wands. Pardon my friend. Poor father. For real, y'all can have them. You know why? I'm gonna tell you why. Look, if you were able to get 9 wands, which I have to believe you were able to do if you pulled this card, that means you were able to collect 9 wands. If you were able to get 9, you are able to get 9 more. You can create something new. I'm just telling you the truth. Yeah, you can stay the current curse. I see that. Look, and sometimes it is a curse. Sometimes it's a curse not to know when to cut your losses. And then don't even look at it like a loss. Really, it's a win. It's a win because you're getting more intelligent about how you spend your time. Because that's one resource, that I found out a secret about time magic, y'all. We can generate more time. Here's how you do it. You free yourself up from wasting time on other activities and other we're gonna leave it at activities that don't even matter. And you redirect all of that time you saved, using your energy to fight battles that ain't even worth it anymore, towards creating something even better. That's the true victory right there. That's the true victory. While you guys fight and squander over something that really, in the grand scheme of things, is beneath us all, I'm going to choose to rise above and to create a new path. And that right there is a much more like efficient and better use of my strength and my inner reserves. Okay? My inner perseverance, all of that. Like, persevere for something better. No more fighting for scraps. Fuck that. We're done with that. Death to that. Matter of fact, we don't even have to battle no more. Anyway, we already proved that we're able to battle. We done got 9 wands, got the bandage and everything to prove it, right? And some of the cards. Now it's like, okay, we done proved that we can do that. I know that I can do that. I'm capable of doing that. Now let me try to create something else. Let's do something different. Okay, that's public service announcement coming courtesy of the Nine of Wands. This is a Yule time read right here. Now we 2 weeks in the Imbolc, and I needed to come through and give justice and praise and honor and respect and thanks and gratitude for the lessons that I've learned from this energy. I believe that I'm now ready to move on and beyond and past this. I hope that maybe something that I said can help some of you to move on and beyond and past this energy, or to use this energy in a different way. You can stand your ground and stay the course you're on. You'll likely win. Or you can use that energy and redirect it to something better and you still win. Maybe in a better way than you initially imagined. Signing in, out, above, beyond, below, beneath, underground, all around, uptown, downtown, midtown, here, there, anywhere, everywhere, nowhere, past, present, future, now, out.